My husband replies, yeah, but I sent it to you, not dad. He just deleted it from your phone. Whether his mom knew this or not, she brushed it aside and said, well, I never meant to cause you any trouble. I just thought we were using the old chat like normal. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. Okay, that right there tells you she read the text. She already knew what was in it. So that proves it. My husband looks back at me and I shrug my shoulder, not really knowing what to say, especially since his mom didn't even look at me since we walked in. My husband then nodded to his mom and said, look, kind of caught me off guard. I wasn't thinking we'd talk about this right now, so maybe we can talk about this tomorrow when we come over before the movie. His parents agreed and we left. That night, my husband and I talked about what we should bring up and how we should go about the conversation. We got on the same page and decided to just be honest with how we've been feeling and upfront and setting some clear boundaries when it comes to our relationship with his parents. The next day, we arrived at the house, took a deep breath, and walked in. Little did we know the absolute shit show that was about to unfold. It started off by my husband listing off things and instances he had noticed where his mom had cut me off, ignored me, excluded me, only invited my husband to dinner, said nasty comments both in front of and behind my back, tried to sit in between us in a restaurant, gave me dirty looks, etc. He then told her that he didn't appreciate how she had been acting and treating his wife, and he wanted to set clear boundaries when it came to when we all hang out together. He told them that we both want a relationship with them and his siblings, and he just wants things to go back to normal, how they were before we got engaged. After he had said all of his points, his mom asked, are you done? My husband nodded, and his mom immediately went on the defense. She accused him of one thing after another. Here's a list to summarize what she said because the conversation was genuinely almost 3 hours long. You're blaming every bad thing on me. What about your wife and how she's treated me? When he asked her how I treated her, she said, that's not the point. So she had no examples of me treating her badly. Next one. You've been treating me like a black sheep ever since you married her. I wanted to be involved in your life more, but then you got married and I've been left behind. I'll never get to be the mother of the groom again. Yes, she said that while still having a 14-year-old son in the home. Next, you married a stranger. We don't even know OP. They've known me for the same amount of time that my husband has, minus 6 months. Both his mom and dad said that I was a stranger to them. Oh, so they let strangers live in their home? Got it. Next, I don't ever mean to give dirty looks at her. I don't even really look at her at all. So yeah, she admitted to not looking at me or acknowledging me half the time. She also gave me a half-ass apology saying, okay, look, I'm sorry that you felt that way or thought I looked at you weird. I didn't mean to, so I'm sorry you took it that way. You're the one reading into everything. Ever since the wedding, you haven't made any effort to reach out to your first family. Not true. OP's husband called and texted numerous times in the past 7 months that they've been married. They also visited when they could, and I don't know what the hell they meant by first family. Next one. If you guys are reading into our actions so much, then I think y'all need to do some major self-reflection. My husband said later on when we left that he may take some self-reflection and not talk to them for a while. Next one. Ever since you got married, we've been pushed out, and I feel like I can't even text or call you without you not wanting me to. My husband has no idea why she would think that, especially since he's the one who calls them and tells them to call him whenever. Next. Marriage involves more than just you two. It involves the people around you. My husband and I totally disagree on this point. When it comes to our marriage between us, it involves us. I didn't marry his family. I married my husband, and vice versa. OP, I'm with you on that. As she said all of this, she was tearing up, crying and begging her son not to do this to her and make her heart hurt. She was doing exactly what she did when she had these similar talks last year around that time that I was living with them. I didn't say much during this conversation that we all had. My husband constantly defended us both to each of his parents' accusations, and I kind of just felt empty and passive during the convo. I had dealt with talks like this before and wasn't surprised by how his mom was acting. So I just was and am over it. I normally am all for being petty, but it's harder when it comes to family or in laws, I have to say. The most heated part of the conversation was when my husband said this: Mom, it's going so bad to where I've genuinely considered cutting you all out of my life. So, whether your actions have been intentional or not, I don't appreciate how you've been acting towards my wife, and I need it to stop, please. His mom blew the fuck up. She instantly burst into tears, screaming, literally screaming, I wasn't going to tell you this, but now I have to because you're forcing me to. I have never had to take anything for anxiety before, and I've been through a lot in my life. But now, ever since the wedding, I've had numerous panic attacks and anxiety attacks because of OP. Oh, faint. She causes me so much stress, and having to deal with y'all and me being scared that you won't want to hang out with us or love me anymore makes me so much stress. So I have to take anxiety medicine because of OP. I never had to, but I do because of her now. Talk about some blame shifting, gaslighting, and bullshit. My husband and I were shocked. We sat there watching her have a full on meltdown, and we were frozen. We looked at each other kind of side eyed, like, because we didn't know how else to react. I didn't say anything in the moment, but I am not going to take the blame for another person's decision to take anxiety medication. I will be the first to say that anxiety is so real and panic attacks are absolutely real. Had them myself. But I am not responsible for other people's actions. It's been a long road coming to this realization, but I've gotten to the point and I'm proud of myself. My husband is fully on my side with this as well. He says she should not have blamed me for her decision to take her meds. And when he asked her what I had done to make her so stressed to where she had to take those meds, she burst into tears again and said, I shit you not. That's not the point. Meaning, I'm full of shit. It ended with his mom looking at her watch and standing up abruptly saying, we have a movie to get to. Are you going to come with us? We already paid for y'all's tickets, so it's too late to say no. Bet. So we ended up going to the theaters with them, kind of shell-shocked on all that was dumped on us over the past few hours. Once we sat in the theater and the preview started, I broke down in tears and my husband asked if I was okay. I told him I wasn't, and we kind of whispered to each other about what had just happened back at the house. We both agreed with each other on everything, and we both realized that we wanted to go home and just process. Sucks that we only realized that once we were inside the theater, but oh well. I said that I could have a friend pick me up and he could stay with his family, but my husband said, no, wherever you go, I go. We're a team. I didn't think he knew how much that meant to me when he said it. He then texted his parents saying, hey, we're going to actually head home. It's a lot to process and we need some time. We'll talk to you soon. And then we left the theater. It was 2 days ago. He got a text from his mom and dad saying, we're ready to talk whenever you are and call us whenever you're ready to talk. We haven't said anything else since. We've been discussing all of the things that were said in the big blow up, and my husband and I are 100% on the same page. We agreed that his mom, no matter what she's going through, can't blame others and not take accountability for anything. He said that he really thinks my mom blames me for taking her son away from her and just hates me. I really don't know what to think, but I definitely know she isn't very fond of me. We haven't decided to cut them off or anything like that yet, but my husband said that that may be what needs to happen, especially if they keep acting like this. Anyway, that's all I have for now. I just need some advice. How should we go about it? In the end, it will be me and my husband's decision, but I just would like some advice or reassurance that I'm not crazy. I know his mom has gone through and is going through a lot probably, but so have I, and so does everyone. She continues to play the victim and make herself the center of everything when it comes down to me or her son. I know all parents are biased to their own children, but my family has fully accepted my husband. That is why we are staying with my family over the summer. And at the end of the day, if my husband wants to cut out his family, even for a small time, I'll be there for him. And if he doesn't want to do that, then I will also be there for him. I'm here for my husband, and all of this drama has taken a toll on him, and I am more frustrated on his behalf than I am on my own. I don't understand why parents would do this to their own kids. My husband and I have told each other that we won't ever do what his parents are doing, to us.